listen to? You 20 years old. What kind of music you listen to? Man, you smiling. I see, yeah, NBA Youngboy, yeah. You gotta get into that. You get caught up in the wrong stuff.
Next thing you know, now you're doing drugs. Now you popping Percocets. Now you're addicted. Hey, stop.
Right.
I smoked weed because of the Ball Thugs and Harmony and because of Snoop Dogg. Yeah, I'm in this purple now, but I wasn't always in this purple, young man. I was wild as hell. I did some things you could never imagine. Why? Because a lot of times it was the music that influenced me to do it. What's your name, young man?
Zach.
Zach, guess what? God gave you a purpose on this earth. You better been a basketball player. You better been a rapper. We from the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's right.
This is the sounds of oppression. This is the sounds of oppression.
It's drugs, right? And murder, right? So if you listening to him, what you think you're gonna start doing when you get older?
Not that.
That's what you say now? Because you're young and you know it's wrong. But after a while of years of listening to people like him, and then some pretty girl want to do some drugs and you like her, guess what? Next thing you know, now you're doing drugs. Now you're popping Percocets. Now you're doing pills. Now you're addicted. That's how it starts.
Right.
I smoked weed because of the Ball Thugs and Harmony and because of Snoop Dogg. And because of Dr. Dre. Look, I'm telling you, that's how old I am. But that's how we start smoking weed because of music like The Chronic and because of Ball Thugs. I know you don't know who they are. And if you do, they're old as hell now. But when we was little, that's what we looked up to. I rolled my first blunt to East 99. My big cousins taught me how to roll a blunt when I was like 6 years old, bro. So I'm showing you, the stuff that you're listening to will influence you to do bad things.
That's right.
I didn't smoke weed until I was like 12, but I started rolling blunts at 6. So it took a while. So don't, just because you're listening to it now, but guess what? After a while, it's going to manifest. Because you like it, after a while, you start listening to it, it starts conditioning you. It starts, the same way you think that guy was white, because you was conditioned to think he was white because your mama was, your grandma was, your great-grandma was. In slavery, they kept teaching Christ was white. So now they just automatically say Christ is white without reading the Bible. He black in the Bible, but the white man told you he was white. Why? He was conditioned. The same thing with NBA Youngboy and all these other rappers.
Right.
You start, next thing you know, you get pissed off, you get older, you shoot a nigga. Because it ain't a big deal to you. Because you've been listening to NBA Youngboy talking about it. And he be doing it. They be out there doing it for real out there. Half his boys locked up, ain't they? And he like the only one left. Didn't want to, like, damn near either shot or locked up. I remember there was a point in time, he was really in trouble. Because his whole little crew was getting locked up for murders and stuff like that.
Right.
And then they all doing drugs.
Right.
So eventually since you look up to them, eventually that's what you're going to end up doing. That's why we tell you don't listen to that kind of music, because we know what happens. If I told you some of the stuff I did, you'd be like, yeah, I'm in this purple now, but I wasn't always in this purple, young man. I was wild as hell. I did some things you could never imagine. Why? Because a lot of times it was the music that influenced me to do it.
Hey, y'all see what's going on out here? Brothers are waking up. Subscribe. Hit that bell button. Stay tuned. Look for more videos to come. All right? Shalom.
Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Patrick. Tom Brady.
Okay. You too young for Tom Brady, but okay.
Justin Jefferson.
Okay, that's what, folks? He played for the Vikings, right? Okay. How do I know that? Erie. One more.
Lamar Jackson.
Okay, so that's 5, right? So now, name 5 prophets of the Bible.
That's a damn shame.
You see that? You see where the minds of our young men at? Give me that real quick, 2 Timothy 3:10. I just want to put out 2 scriptures for you because I get it. Guess what? Like the officers are saying, we was once in your shoe. And we know where that route is going to lead. It's not going to end well for you, young man. You're going to go through a lot of sorrow. That's your young brother? So you got a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. You don't even know it. He's following you. Whatever you do, he's going to do.
Right.
And if you lead him astray, God going to hold you accountable.
Right.
Because you're supposed to be a big, good example for him. Watch this. Read that.
2 Timothy 3, verse 2. But thou hast fully known thy doctrine.
So the Bible says we have fully known God's doctrine. You know what God's doctrine is? All right, let's get it for him. You could drop everything outside of Timothy and Peter. Real quick before you leave. We hope you don't leave because we get it. We've been brought up in society, whatever our peers like, we like. But no, watch this. In your circle, who you hang out with, nobody discusses the Bible, huh?
One person.
Who?
My granny.
Your granny? Okay, did your granny ever tell you you an Israelite? All right, so that's what I'm saying. Your peers. Your peers. Do any of y'all talk about the Bible? No, right? But guess what? We say we believe it, right? You believe it now, right? Why you believe in somebody you never speak about? You never read about? You never learn from? You see what I'm saying? How can you love something like that? I said, read, we're going to get the doctrine for you. Read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 2. For I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my law.
So what is the doctrine that we ain't supposed to be forsaken? He just read it. You know. Read one more time.
For I give you good doctrine.
For I give you good doctrine.
Forsake ye not my law.
What is the good doctrine?
Forsaken not my law.
The laws of God. That's the doctrine. Not NBA Youngboy. Not none of this foolishness out here. The doctrine of God. That's what you got to fill your mind up with. Come back. 2 Timothy. Come on.
3 and 10.
2 Timothy 3, verse 2. For thou hast fully known my doctrine.
So you got to fully understand what this Bible is saying. And you're only going to learn that by being taught by either your parents or your big brothers that you see. Your uncles. You see what I'm saying? Your spiritual uncles. Why? Because we are learning this Bible. We got here to teach us how you read.
Manner of life.
Manner of life. Like meaning how to live. Not from the thugs out here. Not from the music and music entertainment. Not from the sports entertainment. Not from the TV entertainment. But from this Bible.
Wow.
Read. Purpose. See that? Hey, what's your name, young man?
Zach.
Zach, guess what? God gave you a purpose on this earth. God gave you a purpose. You're better than a football player. You're better than a basketball player. You're better than a rapper, a street thug or whatever. You're better than that. You're greater than that. Guess what? Your brother is too. But you got to show him the way. And you got to go home after you hit us and tell your parents, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm an Israelite. Granny, I'm an Israelite. We Israel. We from the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
That same passion you have for the rappers, that same passion you have for your favorite NFL player scoring a touchdown, you gotta learn that same passion for your God. Right, Reed?
Faith.
See that? We gotta have faith, Reed.
Long suffering.
That's it?
Charity. Patience.
So read verse 15. Watch this. Come on.
Verse 15. And that from a child.
Wait a minute. Read that again.
And that from a child.
How old are you? 12. You're a child. So Paul is telling Timothy right here. Read it again.
And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures.
What you supposed to be known as a child? There you go. We're going to read it one more time. Read it again.
And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures.
That's what you got to be learning. The Holy Bible. The Holy Scriptures. Holy means special. Holy means separate. Holy means above. What the TV entertainment world tell you are. You are above that, young man. And guess what? Your young brother is above that as well. Read that one more time.
Come on.
And that from a child that has known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation.
See that? I'm sorry.
Through faith which is in Christ Jesus.
You see that? So you're gonna know these scriptures from a child, but you gotta retune yourself and understand, like, look, hey, I got a bigger plan. You know, I got a bigger plan for me. I got a bigger job. I got to be an example for my brother. Because I see how the men act around here. I see how they control these rappers. So I got to do better. And I got to go bring this home to my parents. Come on.
Nation is men leading by example.